Well, we do this in the tank with fish every week, and we get really interesting people in. And I want to thank everybody for watching, subscribing, and but what I'd like to do is get down and just walk around the block. And the thinking behind that was a lot of times, like we just think of the main street. Like here in Marysville, it's D Street. Yuba City, it'd be like Plymouth Street when we think of the business district. But I just love small business. So we're going to leave the studio, Kurt and I'm going to walk around the block and just hit a few places around the block and kind of give you a little bit of an inside look, as if, you were going to these shops. And we'll talk to some of the owners. Some will just, take shots of the shop. But I just felt like I would like to be, for lack of a better term, more invitational and inviting with those of you that would come to possibly some of these stores and not even realize right around the corner is another store that maybe you never heard of. And I run into this all the time. I once had somebody say to me, matter of fact, he was the mayor at the time, and he kept asking me if I knew about this place or that place. And I said, I never heard of it. And he said, Fish, you need to get down and walk around town. So we're getting ready to do that. So stay with us. You're going to get a little bit of a walk around the block with Fish. Keep up. So right here on the corner is a barbershop, Lighthouse Barbershop. That's Chris, and it's a great business, great little barbershop. I just found out this guy is like I think he calls himself the crazy white hair, the crazy something. This is stuff that's going on down here that I just get a kick out of. Here it is, crazy white hair. That's what it is. And they have all kinds of stuff here. So I'm going to be talking about some of the places that are here that we don't often get to see everything. But this morning, what I'd like to do is I'd like to go into just one of the places that I have bought things out of that I think you're going to be quite surprised. It's called Digs. Well, what they do here is it's designer stuff. So everything is a design. I'm just wondering, is that a waterbed? So this is why I like this place, and it's like you're not going to find something like this everywhere. And so you might think, well, gosh, I wouldn't want that. But as I have Kurt pan around, everything is set up like decor, so that you could see. Well, maybe I wouldn't want that in my house, but maybe I'd want that dresser, or I like this picture. Or so they set everything up so that when you see it, you can see, well, that piece would fit in my house in a particular room, or just generally. Here's another place. This is called the outdoor. What's it called? The open door. The outdoor. It's the Honey Barn Decor Boutique. So this is another place that I wanted people to see, because this is all decor. It's all done in such a way, and there's different little distinct areas, but you can look and say, wow, that accent would work good where in my house at a particular place. Everything in here is for sale. So if you went through and you saw stuff that you like, then you go, oh, I get that. She has clothing, all kinds of candles, obviously. I love this. Reaching in 53 Chevy. No, I don't know what it is. So when you get back here, this setup great. This is all the backyard stuff. You think about it, like I like this, happy campers. Right? So you got a little sticker, a little sign. It's things that when you see them, you go, oh, I could put that in my backyard. I like that, right? I even love this. They used a couple of doors and made it a trellis. Great little fountain, little bench back here, backyard shed. And this is Melissa.
Hi.
And she has like the coolest last name. Her last name is Swank. Who gets that name?
We're in the
Hold on to that.
Wait a second. You used to call me the Swinkmeister.
I know, I'm trying to. It's on film now. Do you want that out there?
Yeah.
The Swankmeister?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if people realize it, but the shops that are in downtown Marysville, they really are decor.
Yes.
So we just left Diggs, and you go in there and you can see, it's like, oh, that's like a bedroom. I could see that stuff. And as you walk through here, it's like that. You can look at stuff and say, oh, I see how that would fit at my house, right?
Yeah.
And the backyard thing, which is very cool, by the way.
you.
You need more dude stuff. I'm just
I
saying.
know. I'm trying.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
trying.
I mean, did you just wake up one morning and go, the backyard, the honey barn? I mean,
Yeah.
what happened?
It wasn't like that per se,
Okay.
but yes, I woke up one morning and I was like, I'm ready to do this, have my own store. But it took me a little bit to get courage. Yes.
So tell me what your favorite part of having your own place is.
This sounds funny. Not having to answer to a boss.
Oh, I'm never hiring her. See, she just gave it away. I'm not putting her on the radio either. She'll be telling me how to run the station. That'll be out. But what would you tell them? Melissa, what would you say? How would you describe this to somebody that's never seen it in an invitational way, saying, I'd really like you to come here because.
Yeah. But I say, like, you can literally come here, have the one-on-one experience of you have my heart with every single thing that I do. And if you need something, I'm right there with you to help you figure it out. I'll wrap up a gift for you. So to me, utmost, you'll have the best customer service you'll ever have. And you get to smell the beautiful smell inside Honey Bar.
All right, so we're almost at LV's. Now this is on 4th, and so off of D Street are some of these really, cool businesses that not everybody knows about. We were walking over here the other day, but this is where I wanted to go. Hopefully she's in. She is in. Hi. Okay, so this is what I told them about you. So if my story's wrong, you have to fix it. Okay, so I told them that you had this idea when you were in high school, which was like a year ago.
High school? No, we're approaching 10 years next year. Oh my gosh.
What?
Yeah.
God, I want to eat whatever it is you're eating.
So yeah, I just worked my way backwards. So I sell in store and online, and that's how I keep my roads
So
down.
you started online?
Yes, I did. Yes, I sold on TikTok first.
People like me have no idea. TikTok? You
Yes.
sold on TikTok?
Yes.
All right, folks. So right now you're getting an entrepreneurial education, right? It is possible to start a business and sell things on.
So you guys caught me at like a rather weird time in the shop. I'm preparing for my huge sale. I do a huge sale every first Saturday of the month, and it's a blowout clear out sale. Everything in the shop goes. So for June 7th, it's going to be a $3 day sale. So that's why the shop is kind of in a mess right now.
Oh, because you're
restock everything and just have the store as packed as possible so people can come in and get all the great finds.
So I am in L&L, Lance and Linda, and this is uniforms. And who knew this was down here on D Street? Anyway, so how long you guys been here, Lance?
Going close to 4 months.
Gosh, you're still newbies.
Brand new.
Yeah. And so why D Street?
I want to be close to the hospital. Right now, no mess.
So what made you guys decide to do this? Why uniforms?
We wanted to do it for a long time. Something to give back to our first responders.
How cool is that?
There's nobody in town that sells these anymore. We're the only ones. So just want to help out with our community.
I do have to ask this. Do you ever have like big sales or things that you do that for the people that are coming in to get uniforms? Are there things that you guys have that, like, if I buy 5 uniforms, I get 1 free or anything like that?
We'll offer discounts. We get military discounts. But actually, our stuff is lower than our competitors.
Oh, so you don't have to.
Quite a bit. So
Smart.
one brand a lot of folks like is Figs. And we beat them for an outfit by over $30.
Wow. So first responders, the EMTs and that, they can buy gear from you too?
We will have.
Okay, so you're okay.
And
So
additionally, law enforcement is something we also want to start.
that'd be good because they're local. They really help you. I'm a Double Z butcher. I came in here because I had an incredible experience. I was at a restaurant and they served a burger and I asked them, it was so good, I said, where'd you get it? And as it turns out, it was at the Brick and they got it right here. And they make burgers that are stuffed with bacon. It's ground right into it. So I came over here and bought a bunch of them. Then I came back, bought some for my son. So what ended up happening was, and I can't remember who was here, Zach, but they said, well, have you tried this? Have you tried that? I still got stuff in my freezer, right? And so you guys just literally, you have anything somebody can want.
Yeah, if we don't have it in stock, we can always order it. So as long as we get about a week notice, 3-day notice, we can usually get anything in that somebody asks for.
And then when I was in here, you had told me that you guys actually raise beef and hogs. You guys raise them.
Yes, so we have another business called Wheat and Natural Meats where we do raise all natural meat. We do pork, beef, lamb, and chicken, and then my daughter also sells eggs. So
Wow.
kind of try to get a hold on every protein.
Well, I'm thinking of chickens. I know where you can get them.
Yeah.
Those probably aren't the best. But anyway, so how did you get into this, right? I mean, were you at 4-H? I mean, what happened that got you moving towards this?
My wife and her family. So I kind of married into the life. I had never seen anything like this. When I met her, we bought a half beef from her dad, which is where we got the Wheat and Natural Beef business. We bought it and took it over when he passed away, and I fell in love with that and
Wow.
raising animals and producing our own meat.
What hours are you open here?
We're open from 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, and then we're open from 9 to 2 on Saturdays.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm thinking in my head, what if I don't have anything to barbecue on Saturday? I can
Yeah.
still make it over here between 9 and 2. And then you guys marinate stuff too. I mean, you have
We
stuff
have-
that's ready to go.
Yeah, we have seasoned and marinated products, and all of those you can get without the marinades too if you want to do your own thing. And then we sell a lot of seasonings and things here too.
Thank you for taking the time to talk with me. You
Yes,
guys are
sir.
busy all the time. When you're here, you're working.
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah, and especially right now we're ramping up for fair, trying to clear the coolers so we can start accepting our fair animals. But it has been busy since the day I started. Whether it's retail or custom cutting, there's always something to do.
So I'm at the Brick, and I love this place. People, my wife doesn't even have to wonder where I'm having lunch.
She knows you're
right?
here.
She knows I'm here. And I don't even remember when I started coming here, but Leanna you weren't a manager then. or
I
were you?
was, well, I think I was growing on it, but I've been a manager for about maybe 3 years. I think you've been coming here for quite a while.
Yeah, well, I started coming when Don Blazer
Yeah, you've been coming
owned
for
it.
a while, yeah.
And then I came back in when I think it was your mom bought it.
Yes.
And I came in and I told them, I don't know how they took it, but I said, I want to taste the scones. Do you remember that?
I think I
and
do,
then-
yeah.
And I said, if the scones aren't good, I'm not coming back, right?
And
It was
were they good?
They were awesome, right?
Because
And
I
so-
probably made them.
Yeah. I tell you, it took me about 5 minutes to realize you are just awesome. You are
Thank
just
you.
amazing. If people come down here, you work your little backside off.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
You do. And
I
Veda, I mean, you girls. and
Veda's
you-
amazing. Most of the staff here is really, really good. They take it seriously, and we're busy all the time, so they don't have time to mess around, I feel
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember one time I was sitting at the end of the counter, because normally we'll get it to you, but Stace and I were sitting back there. She was trying to talk to me. I was totally enamored because when you sit at the end of the counter, you can see what you girls are doing with the coffee and the
Yeah,
drinks.
everything.
All the way into the kitchen.
Yeah.
You can see the whole
It's
thing.
like the behind the scenes. You
So-
almost have to tango or salsa with the coworkers to get by each other a little bit there, so.
But you like doing this. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know that this is what you would want to do the rest of your life unless you were an owner.
Right.
But
Right.
you really get this. I watch you.
I love it.
The way people work with
Yeah.
you, you're like a super manager. I shouldn't be saying that because somebody's going to watch this and go over here and try to steal
Yeah.
you. But I really want to know, because the bricks become, it's not just a restaurant. It's not just this where you go to lunch. So much business in this area
Yes.
gets done right here. I mean, government, private business.
Yeah, everything. Everybody comes here to meet, I feel like. I mean, we're constantly having people, at least from the city council, coming in, and they bring people in. And then you got the Chamber of Commerce that bring people in too. But I feel like this is like the meeting point for everybody. I mean, I have people from Sacramento, from Chico that meet here. It's just, it's always busy, and there's always people doing more business, like you said, here. So it's just great. It's one of the greatest places, I think, in Marysville.
All right, so I just got done talking to Liana, and she is the manager here at the Brick. But really, this girl is where the good food comes from. And Angie, I met.
What's that?
I met you right before we did the.
Yeah.
Probably, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks before we did the fundraiser. And so the minute I mentioned spaghetti, she was like in. Yeah, she was like in.
Well, I think I came to you first. I said, "You're Fish. We haven't met yet," or something. And then I said, "I heard you make spaghetti sauce or something."
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of how we met.
Which I don't do this for everybody, but I gave her not only a tasting of the spaghetti sauce I made, but I gave you the recipe. So where'd you grow up at?
I grew up in Marysville. My family's been here for like 150 years, something. Yeah. So grew up here, went to Marysville High School. Live here now.
You were an Indian.
Yes, I was an Indian.
And so how did you end up, I mean, because you can cook, how did you end up doing this? Just you like it?
Our family is all about food, and that's how we show love, kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's the Italian thing.
It's an Italian thing.
Yeah.
If I don't love you, you're going to McDonald's.
Right. Yeah. No, it's just something we're all really passionate about. My sister Jamie's probably the best cook in the family.
So do you get a lot of freedom here in cooking stuff? Because you guys are starting to have new stuff.
We are,
and so do they let you kind of
Yeah.
try this, and if they like
Yep.
it ends up on a
Yeah,
menu?
well, usually like the
Great
Southwest turkey melt that we ran out as a special. A bunch of people really liked it, so we added it to the menu. So we do that sort of thing, and then really get to play and have fun with the catering and things like that.
That's right, you guys cater.
We
You
cater
have
a ton.
events here.
Yeah,
because
we had one last night. Yeah.
Oh, you did? Mm-hmm. How come I didn't get any? Is there spaghetti involved?
Talk to the city of Marysville. No.
Oh, the city of Marysville. That's
Yeah.
it. They're not coming on the air anymore.
No, but it's fun. So I get to just plan menus with people. Somebody will want to have an event and just ask, well, what do you want? We could do whatever you want, sort of thing. So that's really fun. I get to be really creative in that.
That's a great thing, because somebody can come to you and say, hey, I want to do a dinner, and I'd like it to be like this, and
Yeah,
it's just like
I
second
love
nature.
planning. I love planning that kind of thing, and I like a challenge. I just did a big grazing board for 120 people, and that was an interesting thing to kind of like, how am I gonna, what do I need to buy, how do I schedule it out, how much time am I gonna need, and I love doing that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of like a party planner as well.
So we have a term in the military, and every one of you girls fit it: high speed, low drag. You girls are
I like
moving
that.
back there, no drag. Boom, they're
It's a
just
good
getting
motto.
her done.
We can't, there's no dragging.
Oh, you don't have a room back there. Somebody will run over you.
Right, exactly, yeah.
So I hope you guys enjoyed that journey around the block, and the little shops. Now, obviously, there's a lot more businesses down there. But what I wanted to do was just give you a glimpse of, and this is in Marysville, and of some shops that maybe you weren't aware of. Obviously, by the time I got to the Brick, I was hungry. So the last stop was a restaurant. But went to a butcher shop and went to Elvy's, which is a great story. If you're a young person wanting to be an entrepreneur, that potential is there. You come up with a great idea and start doing it. So anyway, this is Fish from In the Tank, where I wasn't in the tank. I was actually cruising the block. And so thanks for watching. And again, like, subscribe, share this video so others can find out there's these great places. And if you're a business and you'd like to be on a video, all you got to do is get a hold of us here at the station, and just go to 93q.com, and then it gives you, there's a place on there where you can leave us a message, and then I'll come see you. But thanks for watching.